Hi, everybody. So today I want to talk a little bit about 21 Day Fix. I'm Katie Rubin. I am an Emerald Beachbody coach, and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about the 21 Day Fix containers for portion control because they are such a good tool for staying on track and keeping your nutrition in line and learning so many new good habits about clean eating. Now, I'm going to go through all of the colors. I know that when I got these, they looked really, really small to me. But I will tell you, I think that the size is a little bit deceiving. A lot more fits in these containers than I would have thought. So we'll start with this guy. This is the green container, and this one is for your veggies. And I know that when I went through and did my calculation, I got, I can have 5 of these a day. I use the app on my phone. I don't know if you can see that there. But this is the 21 Day Fix app, and there's a tracker on there so that you can keep track of how many that you have during the day, and you can plan for it. But this is one container that if I go over, I'm not really that worried about it because I think, it's vegetables. So vegetables are always, low in calories. They're great for you. They have lots of fiber, lots of vitamins. So I tend to not really worry too much about these. And veggies are a really great snack if you're hungry and you don't have any other colors left. I always try to go for extra veggies. Purple is your fruit. And fruit is one of those things that I learned a little while back has a lot of natural sugar in it. So while they do have a lot of good things for you, you want to not go too overboard with fruit because of all the sugar. So you want to watch kind of your portion sizes. For example, one of the things I changed a lot is I used to put a whole banana in my shake, in my Shakeology. And actually the portion size is a half a banana. So I kind of try to watch that a little bit more carefully now. So these are your fruit containers. Let's see, this one, your red, is your proteins. And this is another one where I try to get as much as I can. I like to include protein pretty much in every one of my meals. One of my go-tos to add protein to a lot of things is eggs. I have eggs a lot of times for breakfast on the weekends if I want to save my shake for later. Your Shakeology counts as a red. But you have to watch the other things that you put in it. So if you're putting in fruit or you're putting in, like I know I put a handful of kale or spinach a lot of times, that's a green. So my Shakeology is often more than just the one red of my scoop. Another thing that is good to know about red is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt counts as a red. It's a protein. So I actually use Greek yogurt as a dessert. At nighttime, I have a husband and a 7-year-old who are ice cream addicts. It's in my house a lot, more than I would want. But I have found that if I fix myself a red container of plain Greek yogurt, and I stir in a little bit of powdered peanut butter and add a little bit of chocolate chips, I can kind of trick myself into thinking that that's dessert. And I've actually kind of gotten to a place where I prefer it to ice cream. But red is a really important one because it really keeps your body feeling full and it really helps your muscles recover after your workouts. Next up is your yellow containers. Now, yellows are sort of the tricky one, I think. Yellows are your carbohydrates, and I have 4 of them in my little calculation. I sometimes use them for good carbohydrates, things like brown rice or quinoa. You can use them for starches. But the thing about yellows, beans are yellow. That was a tricky one for me because I thought they were green, but beans are actually count as a yellow container and not as a vegetable. The thing about yellows is yellows are the containers that you can trade out for treats. Because the nice thing about 21 Day Fix is it's really not about deprivation. You can really have whatever you want. You just need to be able to make healthy swaps. So these are your containers that you can save if you want to trade them in for things like a glass of wine. You can trade them in for a treat like a cookie or a brownie. There's lots of 21 Day Fix approved desserts that count as pretty substantial treats, I think, and you can save up your yellows for those. And I actually find now that I don't eat a lot of carbohydrates with my meals as often so that I can save them for treats. That might not be a really great thing, but it kind of helps me to find that balance between too many treats and too many carbs, because I know that I need to limit those so that I can stay on track. So this is your yellow. Next are your blues. Blues are healthy fats, and fats are, it's one of those things that I learned that fat doesn't necessarily make you fat. Healthy fats are really good for you. They have so much in them that your body needs to help digestion, give you energy. I use this one a lot for avocado. If you're going to include cheeses with your salads or recipes or things like that, that is a blue. Coconut, unsweetened coconut in my yogurt or in my shake, that counts as a blue. And so healthy fats are something that you want to definitely include in your diet, and you're going to have this blue container to help you keep your portion container or portion size under control. Now, the blue container, I would say, like for an avocado, I definitely used to overdo it a little bit. I would say probably about a half of an avocado if it's those little ones, but if you get the big avocados, you really want to stick to maybe like a quarter of it. But the blue containers are your healthy fats. And then lastly, your orange. These are your seeds and dressings. Things like salad dressings, you can measure out with these. If you like things like, I like my salads to have a little bit of crunch. So this is great for things like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, things that you can add to a lot of your foods just to kind of zazz them up a little bit. But these orange ones are your seeds and dressings. I know that dressings for salads are really tricky for some people because I know that, my husband, for one, loves to drown everything in dressing. And so these really kind of teach you how much dressing you should be putting on there. The other thing to note is it helps you start to think about healthy alternatives for heavy, fattening, high-calorie salad dressings. I like to make my own, and I use a lot of things like lemon juice, red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, because all of those are free with 21 Day Fix. They don't count toward any of your containers. So you start to learn how to kind of balance some of your free seasonings with some of your more limited containers, and it teaches you some better habits. So these are your 21 Day Fix containers. They have really helped me learn a lot about the way that I've eaten. I've definitely found that some of the biggest changes for me are many, many, many less yellows, because I definitely used to overdo those, and many, many, many more greens and reds. Those veggies and proteins, the more that you can get, the better results you're going to get from your workouts. You're going to feel more energized. You're going to be able to build lean muscle, and you're going to feel your body recover faster from some of those challenging workouts. So I hope that that was helpful, and I hope that you enjoy working through some of those 21 Day Fix recipes, and I will talk to you later.